If you're expecting me to know everything about this game despite me saying it's my favourite, then don't, because I don't, and I like possibly it'd be possible for me to know something about it'd be possible for me to know everything about a game like, I don't know, Star Fox or something, because it's so simple. But for a game with so many variables as this, and so many monsters and areas to go and blah 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 yada yada yada, then don't expect me to. But I'm not going to keep you dawdling too long. When's our next level? 19. So I'll have to kill 19 robots just to get to level 3, when it's not really necessary for the first boss, which you can't die to anyway, because even if you do lose all your health, you'll be revitalized. So it would kind of save, if you died and lost and got a game over, and you'd have to like input your name and everything again. So even if you lose all your health here, which if I keep playing like this I will do, even if you lose all your health here, you'll fucking be okay, because I think you just go back to the waterfall anyway. And I've got plenty of candy, which will restore I think 50 or maybe 100 life. But you can only carry 4 of each item, which is pretty astounding. I get not even 9, just 4. And there's not that many items to begin with. There's not like there are healing items that are of a higher tier than the candy, but like that's it, because it's not like you have loads of cures for different status elements. It's not as if you have a whole load of things that cure the whole party or cure everything, that kind of way. There's no elixirs or anything like that. It really is very, very simple indeed. And I think, this is a rare example of a Squaresoft game that we in Europe actually did get. And I was able to play this as a kid because, I don't know if it was because it was more action oriented. I suspect that was probably the reason. But I also wonder as well, is it not down to the fact that it really is a simple game? And, partly due to it being so action oriented, but also because, games like Final Fantasy 2 and 3 or 4 and 6 as they should have been, we wouldn't have got that. I mean, I'll put it to you this way, we didn't get any Final Fantasy until 7. The best we got was Mystic Quest on the Super Nintendo, but it wasn't even called Mystic Quest, it was localized as something different. So why were we so deprived of games that some of us could have been interested in, not others? Because obviously, you look at a lot of people in the UK and Ireland. You look at their SNES collections back in the day. They'd have the platform games, they'd have the Mario games, they'd have maybe Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat, and they'd have a few sports games, which probably would be as dreadful to play now as they were back then, if not worse. So to save your game, we don't actually have to go and sleep in the inn, but you can. All empty because I'm playing on the new cart. Yeah, it's not like a backup or anything. There's Jeff Foxworthy there looking after the village. Help! Monsters have surrounded the village. Something's wrong. You think? Arrow, you don't often see that arrow. We better stay inside. This guy's not taking his own advice, but not everyone can guard the place. Here's a cat person. There's a strange guy in here. He looks kind of scary. Let's check him out. I like the way there's no references to alcohol, but there's clearly a bottle and a glass on the sign above the door there. So here he is, man. ... Well, he looks. I don't know if I never know if that's a helmet or if it's just a great big bushy beard. But he's got his nice epaulettes and he's got a cape. And we got another dancing merchant / barman here. Teapots on the counter, not fooling anybody. Oh, it's you, Gaelic. Elliot was pale and about to faint. What happened? He probably didn't get his fucking feet of chocolate today, the fat gay. And there you are. Look, you think they're going to rescue me? You think they're going to even look at my body? Gaelic, you're not hurt. They just tell me what happened. I thought you were a goner. Thanks, Elliot. What are you saying, I'm weak? I told you it was stupid to bring someone like him along, says the guy wearing the dunce hat. You idiots! You idiots! Weren't you told not to go there? What's that you have? Oh no, it couldn't be. We found the treasure, yeah. That must have been the treasure, it was glistening. It's impossible. It's not quite. My guy pulled it out relatively easily. I mean, he just survived his 50-foot drop and he still had the strength to pull it out. Legend has it that our village is finished if the sword is removed. And here it is. Wow, village looks fine to me. It is said that the man of sword has been protecting our village from disaster. Who says this? I mean, if someone said it, then my guy surely would have known. That's why all the monsters are attacking us now. What? Like, I've only been gone 5 minutes. And now the fat fucker starts like booting me and kicking me. You did it. It's your fault. It's not my fault. Well, it kind of is, but like, it was destined to happen. And, you know, spoilers alert, I'm the hero of the whole thing, really. So, like, my guy he's not even afraid of this earthquake, look. This guy goes out to see what the story is. Don't want to stay indoors during an earthquake, do you? And, oh, fuck me. I have a sword, and this guy's just, like, pointing at the wall there. You can't even see it. He's so frightened that the rosy red cheeks is gone. And now he's, like, pointing his ass up in the air. Look at that. Yeah, that'll teach him to hit me. We'll leave him down here, I think. So this is Antisant. This is the first boss of the game. Again, as I mentioned earlier on, you can't lose to him. And I'm just like parrying blows here. Look at this. Look at this. Look, I'm just like matrixing around these big, like, you know, killer sights. You will occasionally use a weapon or use a move that you can't avoid. Like the acid breath there. You just have to take that. That'll do 1 damage. Well, that'll do 8 damage to you. And I'll also use a spell called Gem Missile. He's just spamming this the fuck at the moment. And then he just like moves from side to side there. That's it. I mean, it's not a very... By the way, one of the kind of, as he dies there, one of the kind of selling points of this game, I mentioned earlier on that you can charge up your weaponry. So I've got my sword now charged up to level 1, which means I can charge, you saw a little meter down there on my status meter. It means you can charge a weapon up all the way to level 8. Although you have to get orbs for your weapons in order to do this. Whoa, my guy's mouth is so open there. Got the swords orbs. So you see those orbs? With those orbs, I can increase the strength of my weapons, and that means that I can also increase the charge. Elliot runs away, never to be seen again in the whole game. That appears to be the real Master Sword. Did I say Master Sword? Mana Sword is pulled out by a knight in times of great trouble. Problem is, you're too young and weak and feeble and shit. Something must have happened. Oh, fuck you, man. Don't. My guy's giving it away there. It must be re-energized, and you can't plug it in. Only the person who pulled the free can do that. Well, isn't that just convenient? What should I do? Visit Sage Luca in the Water Palace. They say she lives on the 2nd floor. She's been protecting these lands for over 200 years. Listen to her advice. Now, what does fucking Spice Boy want? Gaelic! The Elder wants you in his house. Well, I have to be off. Oh, my name is Gemma? His fucking name... How can he be a big badass in his name? It has a girl's name. Anyway, he's had his feed of points. He's had a good few drinks and he's going. Just like I have to get going. He can't jump down there, unfortunately. I've also leveled up to level 3, hence the 69 health points there. Meal for 2. We'd better stay inside. Didn't you just see an earthquake, man? You want to go inside? We go into the Elder's house. Elder, we can't go on like this. Yeah, there's no relief in sight. I was like, oh, thanks for inviting me to the town meeting, guys. You've really done it to me this time. The reason why more monsters appeared is because you removed the sword. I don't think, I don't buy that, to be honest. We can't let Gaelic stay in the village anymore. Oh, thanks for hanging me there. More monsters will come after him. Go. What? Kind of old lady, just not kind anymore. Jeff Foxworthy is turning on me and everything. The girl with the bobble hat is like, I'm not so sure. I'm going to have to ask you to leave the village. You can take us in the treasure chest downstairs. Oh, gee, thanks. But there's nothing I can do to help. Please forgive me. Well, if you did raise me, then fair enough. You could have raised me better. I'm surprised that the Elder's house has no bed to speak of. In fact, when I see a little girl in a dungeon, and I see a vaguely sinister man with grey hair upstairs, well, and a mustache. I think he has a mustache. Well, yeah, well, he's got a beard anyway. I don't want to draw unfair comparisons, but you've heard of the case of Joseph Fritzl, haven't you? If you haven't, you should look it up. It's quite something. I mean, tragic and all, but quite something. Have everything you need? Well, I don't seem to have any friends, nowhere to go, not much money. Got a load of monsters after me. I mean, what else, Foxworthy, huh? What do you want? Get out of the way. And you are hereby banished from Poto's village. Now get out of here. He's been waiting to say that all his life. He fucking enjoyed that. There is a way of getting back into the village via a glitch, but other than that, you're never coming here ever again. Until the end of the game, I mean.